The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, break!
Score on these guys!
Keep it on the scoreboard! Good play today! Don't let us down! Let's get out of here with the win, huh?
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go! Let's do this! Yeah, we can do it, baby! Play here, big play. Let's make something happen. Come on.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
We have an offense. Is huge.
Right to the ladies.
Score on these guys.
Look at that game.
And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15.
Of course, they find these officials.
Look at that. They find these officials.
Hey, Ralph, hey, right here. You need my glasses? Are you blind or something?
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19 tight.
Here on this drive. Get after him, offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
He'll look to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Let's go. It's like you've been here before.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as right around the line of scrimmage.
Never mind. This is the way. Buttercup. Oh, man, I can't believe this.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss. Every possession in the postseason magnified. It's just the open run and the touchdown.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That's how it's done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Defense! Come on, guys! Defense!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run.
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool from 10 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of that.
They'll take it. Just the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you give that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs, 47 yards. Game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the...
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 75 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and look what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Counter play with Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Inside. Take 30. Get 300. Get 300. Go. Hey, 88.
Snap comes at 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a little tight collision to draw that one through.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They go with Jacobs. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Inside. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Contact team, cut, street.
He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26. Over 50. Jumbo.
Here's Rodgers. Completes it right side to Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 57-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down at 11. It's 21-10. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
That'll be better.
Are you kidding me?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's get credit all around. Excellent blocking. And the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We're talking about the Phillies specifically. Linebackers keeping the balls in the right spot.
It's easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks. Get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jacobs from the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to look at the call here because they're playing this game at their pace. This is ball control. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. To throw is Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed when Charles trying. We'll see if that swings him on the way.
The offense was coming out. Did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
On the 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 63 yards. And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson. Up and good. And lead is down to 11, 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Why can't we score?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. Completion here to Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 4. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now back over to him in the slot, catches it over.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Find these officials.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second and 15.
Get 6. Boys, let's keep it up.
Second and 18.
Down the field, offense.
Keep the ball moving down the field, Cole.
Set.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's in the now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
I think if you asked him truthfully, they would have been happy to get 8, 9, maybe even 10 yards there and give him a manageable 3rd down attempt. Instead, he found plenty of room there on the catch and run and turned 2nd and long.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's do it. We got this.
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Amari Cooper, 57 yards.
And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Cougar 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And I think the ball's out, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ryan. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Riggs, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Clock management 101.
Well, the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.